Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming to you with my April fragrance tray, and I'm going to first go through what I've got on my tray from the month of March and tell you a little bit about how I enjoyed wearing these fragrances, and then I will pick out, I have actually 11 fragrances to put on my tray this month for April. So I'm going to get started with the first fragrance on my tray, which is from Merit. This is Retrospect. Merit Retrospect is a fragrance that I'm currently having a little bit of a hard time knowing when to wear. I like it. I wouldn't say it is an absolute love though. I enjoy it. I get whiffs of it throughout the day when I wear it that I do find very warm and comforting and pretty, but it is not like an absolute favorite, and I'm not kind of sure whether to wear it during the day or whether to wear it going out in the evenings. Would love to get your opinions about this fragrance, and let me know if this is something you're really enjoying or if it's something that you have tried. Next up, I have two fragrances from Kayali. I have Kayali Yum Pistachio Gelato and Yum Bougie Marshmallow, and love both of these fragrances and love wearing them together. I've been wearing these quite a bit around my house and to bed, but I wouldn't say that these are fragrances I wear going out a lot because I don't love smelling sort of like too gourmand or edible out in the world. I prefer both of these scents mainly around my house, but I really enjoy them both. Next up from Diptyque, I have L'Eau Papier. This is such a beautiful, musky, warm fragrance. Perfect coming into spring, and definitely one of my best fragrance additions from this past year. My next two fragrances are both from Parfums de Marly. I have Palatine and Oriana. And Palatine is a relatively new addition to my fragrance collection, and I've really been enjoying it. I love the violet note in this as well as the musk, but there's something in this, and probably a floral. I do know that there is Lily of the Valley in this fragrance, and sometimes certain florals can give me a headache. So I did wear this out one day on a kind of warm afternoon, and I did end up with a headache, and I'm not sure if it was, just something else causing it or if it was this fragrance, but I ended up having to kind of scrub it off just because it was bothering me. But I do really like this fragrance, so definitely going to continue wearing it and see what happens. And then Oriana is my beautiful, sweet, kind of orange blossom, fluffy marshmallow fragrance that I really enjoy wearing both at home and going out. This one isn't, I would say, too gourmand, but it is really, really beautiful and one that I really enjoy wearing in the springtime. Next up, I have Louis Rouge from Christian Louboutin. This is a beautiful iris, vanilla, and cardamom scent that is perfect year-round, and this is a really beautiful fragrance that I wear going out, and I did receive quite a few compliments when I've been wearing this perfume recently, so really enjoy this and happy that I added this to my collection. Next up, I've got Greenwich Village from Bond Number 9. This is a really beautiful fruity floral that unfortunately didn't get used a lot this month. I'm not really sure if it was just because it was in the back of my tray or I was just sort of craving other fragrances, which I'll talk about when I get into my next round of fragrances, but I really do love this fragrance and I did get a little bit of use out of it, just not as much as I would have liked, so you'll probably be seeing this again on my tray in the near future. And last but not least, I have Sweet Praline from Mizensir. This is a beautiful floral combined with this really lovely raspberry note that is very tart yet sweet at the same time, really uplifting, really cheery and happy, something I really have been enjoying wearing. And now getting into the fragrances that I am adding to my tray for the month of April. I have been really craving kind of musky, soft, skin-like scents lately, as well as some spring florals, and I didn't want to add all of the rose fragrances and other florals that I just talked about in my top 10 spring fragrance video to my tray, because those are ones I know I will reach for regardless of whether they're on my tray or not, and I didn't want to make this video too repetitive, so I chose 10 different fragrances with a heavy emphasis on kind of musky, light skin scents and some florals. So I'm going to get started with two fragrances from Mizensir. I have Elixir de Musc and I have Solar Blossom. So we'll start with Elixir de Musc. This is a really beautiful musk that is a little bit sweet, a little bit or a lot powdery. I would say this is the closest thing I have to pure kind of baby powder scent. And this is exactly the kind of smell that I have been wanting to reach for throughout the month of March as well. Just as the weather is warming up, sometimes I really like things that are cozy, comforting, and powdery and clean. And so this is kind of the perfect fragrance for that scent profile. And Solar Blossom is this really beautiful orange blossom fragrance that I think this is probably the most beautiful orange blossom fragrance that I have ever smelled. It's orange blossom combined with musk, a little bit of powderiness, and this one is just so sweet, so fresh, so clean and lovely. Perfect way to wear a floral on a warm spring day. Next up from Jo Malone, I've got Mimosa and Cardamom. This is a scent, again, that I have been kind of just missing having on my tray, and I did reach for it a few times in the month of March. This is a really beautiful floral scent with a little bit of warmth and spice. And this manages to be warm and cozy, yet super fresh and clean at the same time. And those are the kind of scents that I absolutely love year-round, and this is definitely one I wanted to add to my tray. The next two fragrances I have to add to my tray are both from Diptyque, and these are two fragrances that both perfectly fit the scent profile that I have been craving. So the first one is Orpheon. This is a beautiful, musky, woody fragrance with a juniper note that makes this a little bit more kind of fresh, and it is just so inviting, so lovely. I get so many compliments when I wear this fragrance. Definitely wanted to add that to my tray. And then Fleur de Peau is a really beautiful kind of clean, fresh, woody iris fragrance that is powdery and soft and yet warm and comforting at the same time. So love both of these fragrances, and I have been really wanting to get more wear out of them this coming month. Next up, I have a floral fragrance from Chanel. This is Comete, which is the latest release from the Les Exclusifs line. This is such a beautiful fragrance, and I have been really wanting to wear it more, and so I'm really excited to add this one to my tray. This fragrance is a cherry blossom fragrance with some almond that gives it a little bit of sweetness. It also has some violet. It's very powdery, it's very soft, and there's a beautiful, clean musk in this, and it's just kind of perfect for how I want to smell right now. Next up from Parfums de Marly, I have Valaya. This is the original. This is a beautiful, flowery, musky fragrance that is, again, light, soft, comforting. But this one is a little bit beast mode compared to the other fragrances on my tray. So I definitely tread lightly with this one, but I absolutely love it for the springtime. Next up, I have an iris scent. I've been really craving iris, which is a really powdery floral, and this is my favorite iris fragrance, Prada's Infusion de Iris. This one is just very powdery, very kind of soapy, clean, fresh, and beautiful. Definitely perfect for the way I am looking to smell this month. Next up, I have two fragrances from Byredo. I've got Mojave Ghost and Gypsy Water. Mojave Ghost is a really beautiful kind of musky floral fragrance that is a little bit woody and kind of perfect for springtime. And then Gypsy Water is a really beautiful kind of warm and cozy meets clean and fresh fragrance that I love to wear all year round, and I've been really craving this one. It's very cozy, but yet clean at the same time. I love the kind of green vanilla note in this, as well as the juniper note. This is kind of floral, sweet, woody, fresh, all at the same time. One of my favorite fragrances in my collection. And I had to make some room on my tray for the last fragrance that I am adding. This is the latest release from Kayali. This is Fleur Majesty Rose Royale. And I added this to my fragrance just over a week ago, and I've made a small dent in this small bottle, but I am really enjoying it. This is a sort of fresh and fruity rose fragrance that reminds me a lot of Tom Ford's Rose d'Amalfi. I've heard people say this reminds them of Delina. I get that as well. This is kind of a fruity floral fragrance that's really uplifting, really fresh, and kind of perfect for spring. So wanted to make room for that little beauty there. So those are the 11 fragrances that I have added to my tray for the month of April. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions about anything I've talked about, and otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon in my next one. Have a great day. Bye.